Hey there, folks. Buckle up because today we're delving even deeper into a tale that'll make your heart race. The summer camp, the path of courage, and the silent stalker took an even darker turn than I initially shared. Allow the girl who was the victim of this to guide you through the unsettling events, step by nerve-wracking step.
The camp was alive with energy, laughter echoing as the sun dipped below the horizon. That's when the counselors dropped a bomb, the path of courage, a nighttime expedition through the woods. Seemed harmless, right? Armed with nothing but a flashlight, I ventured into the shadows, leaving the safety of my friends' laughter behind. As I tread deeper into the woods, the air thickened with an unsettling quiet. Every step echoed, a symphony of crunching leaves and distant whispers. The path twisted like a labyrinth, and the shadows seemed to play tricks, dancing at the edge of my vision. The slow build-up of suspense was palpable, the woods themselves holding their breath, waiting for something. The atmosphere shifted imperceptibly, a tingle at the back of my neck. The rustle of leaves became whispers, and an uneasy feeling settled in. I shook it off, attributing it to the natural spookiness of being alone in the woods. But the feeling persisted, a slow, unsettling crawl under my skin. The path turned, and suddenly, the trees closed in, creating a canopy that swallowed the moonlight. The darkness became suffocating, and the slow burn of suspense reached its crescendo. And then, I felt it, a presence. Someone was out there, just beyond the reach of my feeble flashlight. I quickened my pace, breaths audible in the silent night. Each step echoed in the unnatural stillness. And then, there it was, a figure emerging from the shadows. My heart skipped a beat as the realization sank in. Someone had been following me, lurking in the inky darkness. Panic set in, instincts kicking into overdrive. I broke into a run, my flashlight flickering as if the very darkness sought to consume me. The woods, once a place of wonder, became a labyrinth of fear. Every tree seemed a potential hiding place for the unseen pursuer. Finally, I burst out of the suffocating embrace of the forest, breaths ragged, heart pounding. My friends greeted me with puzzled looks, oblivious to the silent stalker just beyond the tree line. I tried to explain, words stumbling over each other, but skepticism greeted my tale. 2 weeks passed, and the memories of that night haunted me. Friends who had once shared in my laughter now distanced themselves, attributing my story to an overactive imagination. It felt like I was living in a nightmare, trying to convince everyone that the danger was real. And then, the twist in the tale, the police arrested a serial killer. The news hit like a thunderbolt, shocking everyone at camp. The very person I had encountered in the woods was not just a stalker but a genuine threat to lives. The slow burn of suspense reached its climax. The relief mingled with fear as the truth unfolded, leaving everyone at camp questioning their skepticism. But here's the kicker, none of my friends believed my story until they saw the headlines. Can you believe that? I told them about the stalker, about the sinister figure in the woods, but they brushed it off as my overactive imagination. It felt like I was living in a nightmare, trying to convince everyone that the danger was real. The police arrested the serial killer, just like I had described. The news hit like a ton of bricks. The very person I had encountered in the woods was a genuine threat, a criminal who had escaped from a nearby prison and roamed free for more than a week. The slow burn of suspense reached its climax. The relief mingled with fear as the truth unfolded, leaving everyone at camp questioning their skepticism. 2 years later, long after the dust had settled, I received a letter from an unknown sender. The words were chilling. "I still remember what you did to me." Fear gripped my heart, and I knew the nightmare wasn't over. The girl, now a young woman, decided she couldn't take any chances. The experience had left an indelible mark on her soul. Haunted by the cryptic letter, she made a life-changing decision. She packed her bags, left the country, and started anew. The memories of that night and the lurking danger persisted, etched into her mind like a permanent scar. The unknown sender might have been dealt with, but the shadows of the past refused to let go. So, there you have it, my summer camp horror story, now with an even darker twist. The slow build-up of tension, the eerie woods, and the encounter with a serial killer. Sometimes, the scariest stories aren't confined to the realms of fiction. They unfold in places you least expect, leaving you questioning the thin line between reality and nightmare. Stay safe out there, folks. If you guys like the story, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.